Hello there.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee. It's truly a blessing to have you watching here today. If you're a daily coffee drinker, welcome back. But if you're new to the channel, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. We have a great community of fans here at Star Wars Coffee. They're always very supportive of one another and of my efforts, and that is something that I truly appreciate, telling me to put my health before content. And I really do appreciate that, and I do my best to respond to the comments. So if that sounds like something you'd like to have, is me responding to your ideas or your thoughts on a video, this is the place for you. But with that being said, let's get into today's video. So in today's video, what I wanted to do is talk about the reason I think Episode 9 should give Luke a bigger role than whatever he's gonna have. And I know filming is done, so this is really just what I think. And if you care what I think, you can listen. If you don't, then you don't have to watch. But the reason I think that Luke should have a bigger role in The Rise of Skywalker than whatever he's gonna have is for one simple reason: fan service. Mark Hamill has stuck by Star Wars his entire career. He hasn't tried to run away from it, but rather he's embraced it. One of my favorite things that Mark Hamill has said in regards to Star Wars is, I'm gonna paraphrase because I don't remember the exact quote and I don't have it right in front of me, but he talked about how he'd rather be embracing Star Wars than to run away from it, because he thought he would never be remembered for anything, so the fact that he's going to be remembered for something is good enough for him. And I think that's a great outlook to have, especially given how much the fans love this franchise and how much we love Mark. So for that reason, Mark should be given a large role as Luke in Episode 9 as his Force Ghost, greater than what I think Alec Guinness got in Empire Strikes Back. Simply because Luke was the character we followed in that trilogy. Luke is the reason that there is that trilogy, because without Luke and Leia being born after Episode 3, there would be no reason for Vader to have turned back to the light side, because Palpatine would have had nothing to worry about, and there wouldn't have been an apprentice to rise up next to him. So without that, there wouldn't have been any reason for this trilogy, and without that, there would be no reason for the sequel trilogy that we're currently in. So I think that Luke should be given a larger role, more in the sense of kind of, I guess, maybe more like Yoda in this film, so that he can really help Rey. Because if you guys remember, one of the plot holes in The Last Jedi, if you watch the deleted scenes, it's not really a plot hole, but he told Rey he'd give him 3 lessons, and she only got 2. Sit on the rock, what's the Force, and here's why I gave up the Jedi, blah 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 blah. We lost that deleted scene where she runs into the party for the caretakers where they're having a good time and Luke is just laughing at her. Technically, those aren't even lessons, really. The lesson about the Force was really the only real lesson that we got for Rey in that movie. So it'd be really nice to see Luke, because we know he's the most powerful Jedi Master. We know he's the most powerful Jedi, and yet The Last Jedi didn't show him that. It didn't, I don't want to say glorify, but for lack of a better word, we'll go with that. It didn't really glorify him in the sense that this is Luke Skywalker. They made him out to be this huge legend in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, especially at the beginning when Rey said he was a myth, or she thought he was a myth, rather. And then we see him in The Last Jedi, whereas we as viewers and fans know that he's this amazing character, he's got this real depth to him. But for all of the new characters, like taking place in the actual film, like Rey, Finn, Poe, and all of them, they would just see him on the surface for what he was, not for what he had done. And what they would have seen is that he was just this kind of old, grumpy guy until the very end of the film, when they showed that he was the ultimate sacrifice. And so that fan service aspect of Star Wars, I think, is really important, especially given the sense that this is the last Skywalker movie. Why wouldn't you want Mark Hamill to be a greater role in that than whatever he's going to be? I don't care how they incorporate it, that he just needs to be in there. Why? One, this would give fans old and new, this would just give this movie a huge bump in people who liked it anyway, because the more Mark Hamill you get, the better chance that we're going to like it. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that. Two, the fact that Mark has stuck by this trilogy, and he really is the face of this trilogy throughout the whole thing. Why you wouldn't want to give him a proper send-off is beyond me. And finally, just because he deserves it. He really does. The character deserves it to go off the way he saved the galaxy. And naturally, you know, something's always got to be undone, which is the reason we're in this new trilogy, but he kind of did it again. And so I think it's only fitting that he should be the one to have a huge hand in it this time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that Luke should be given a bigger role no matter what he's going to be given. I don't know what it is, but I think he's going to be deserving of a bigger role than whatever he's going to get. And let me know what you guys think with a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. That does it for me here in this episode of Star Wars Coffee. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw and you want some more from Star Wars Coffee, you can go ahead and follow the channel on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SW Coffee YouTube. Have some other big things in the pipeline, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for those things and enjoyed this video. That does it for me here in this one. Once again, it's a blessing to have you support the channel and watch this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you.